He checked his bank account one last time before closing the app. $47.13. That was it. After years of doing everything right, after listening to everyone, after playing it safe. He laughed, not because it was funny, but because crying felt like losing. Then his phone buzzed. One notification, one message, and nothing would ever be the same again. This is not a story about getting rich overnight. It's a story about quiet desperation, invisible effort, and the terrifying moment when you realize the life you're living is not the life you chose. It's about a side hustle that almost died 1,000 times, and the ordinary person who almost quit one day too early. The story begins in a small apartment on the edge of a loud city, the kind where sirens replace birds and rent replaces dreams. It's 6 a.m. on a Tuesday, not a special day, not a lucky day, just another day that feels heavier than the last. Meet Alex. Alex is not special. No trust fund, no famous last name, no viral moment waiting in the wings. Alex has a job. A decent one. The kind people tell you to be grateful for. But every morning, Alex feels the same thing tightening in the chest. A quiet panic that says, "Is this really it?" Alex's job pays the bills. Barely. 40 to 50 hours a week traded for just enough money to survive, not enough to live. Vacations are fantasies. Time is borrowed. Energy is drained. And every Sunday night feels like a countdown to a prison sentence. 2 years ago, Alex started a side hustle. Nothing flashy, just late nights, cheap tools, and a stubborn belief that something more had to exist. Friends smiled politely. Family said, "That's nice, but be realistic." And every time Alex heard that word, realistic, it felt like a small funeral. The side hustle didn't grow fast. Weeks went by with no sales. Months passed with no recognition. Some nights Alex stared at the ceiling thinking, maybe they're right. Sleep became shallow, motivation became fragile, and doubt became loud. Alex made the classic mistake, chasing too many ideas, changing directions every time someone online said, "This is the new thing." Energy scattered, progress slowed, and worst of all, comparison crept in. Alex watched others win. Same age, less experience, bigger results. Social media screamed success, while Alex whispered hope. Every scroll felt like a reminder, you're behind. And that voice almost won. One night, after a brutal day at work, Alex sat alone in the dark. Bills spread across the table. Side hustle dashboard, zero growth. Phone in hand, thumb hovering over the delete button. Alex thought, what if this is just a waste of time? What if I'm chasing a fantasy? What if this is as good as life gets? The thought hit hard, and for a moment, quitting felt like relief. Instead of deleting everything, Alex opened old messages, old notes, old feedback, and there it was, something small, almost invisible, a pattern. People weren't rejecting the side hustle, they just didn't understand it. Alex realized the problem wasn't effort, it wasn't talent, it was clarity. For 2 years, Alex had been building quietly, but speaking vaguely. So that night, something changed. Alex made a decision that felt reckless, scary, inevitable. To stop trying to please everyone, to focus on one thing, one audience, one clear message, even if it failed. Alex didn't quit the job yet. Instead, Alex doubled down, woke up earlier, worked smarter, cut distractions. Every day felt like walking a tightrope with no net. Then, one morning, a notification, a sale. Not big, but real. Alex stared at the screen, heart racing. One sale became 2, 2 became 10. Emails started coming in, messages from strangers saying, "This helped me." Alex didn't celebrate, not yet. 3 months later, Alex sat with the resignation letter open, hands shaking, savings thin, fear loud, but clarity louder. Alex hit send. The first month after quitting was brutal. Income dipped, doubt returned, but Alex kept going. Then, one night, the same phone buzzed. A client, a contract, more money than Alex's old monthly paycheck. Alex didn't become famous, didn't buy a mansion, didn't win overnight, but Alex owned time, energy, direction. The side hustle became the main thing. Mornings felt lighter, work felt meaningful. Fear still existed, but it no longer controlled the story. Alex built freedom, one decision at a time. Here's the truth they don't tell you. Most people don't fail because they're incapable. They fail because they quit during the quiet part, the part where no one claps, the part right before it works. Your side hustle isn't small, it's unfinished. And the only difference between where you are and where you want to be is the decision to keep going. Because freedom rarely arrives loudly. It whispers, and only those who stay long enough hear it. Tell me what topic you want next. Turn on the notification bell so you never miss an upload. Share this video to support the channel.